Why did you join one of the Free People's fact?
If you try and survive out here alone.
Yes.
Why did you do that? I'm okay.
Yeah,
What's...
Why the hell did you have to join up?
I've made my choice.
Oh, right. Mr. As long as you know the shit you've...
Butterflies and honey. That was great.
You were one of the Free People now.
Yeah.
I was starting to wonder where your loyalties were.
I wanted to learn the skills they can...
Then it is a choice about survival.
I've got to stay alive if I...
Yes, that...
Then we don't...
No, no problem.
Not bad.
Jackal. If outlaws were... Well, yeah.
No.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. You've gone and signed your... Well, to some people. I mean,
No.
well, never taking it too seriously.
No. From now on, Ray, just assume I...
You did well. I'm okay. This is a nice place.
There's so much to fix around here.
Commander, analyzing. Incorrect faction affiliation.
Our priorities have changed, you four. A faction off...
Survival? Analyzing.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yes.
Should just have kept his mouth shut.
Why did you join one?
If you try and survive out here alone, chance...
Yes. That's why I think we could work together.
Why did you do that?
How...
I'm doing all right.
The fight is the only thing that matters. That makes a real man.
your action. If... That dude. I do. Yes, you have done well, but what you have achieved so far.
You failure. I am.
It can only be an
honor.
I will not.
Though you aren't strong enough to face Calax, you are ready for. In terms of our, I will ensure that our soldiers do not cause you any problem. More than that, we can trade or off.
That is as I.
You have done well, but you should be cautious in your plans. You are, but I can tell you, one of my agents, he is as he. I am sure he. Not if he can still be useful to you.
Why have you left a former Alexeter alive? If he.
I don't know what he is.
So I'm the bait.
Zardom is an outcast like you. He has shown no. Maybe you can discover what.
In fact, by watching him.
You will benefit from talking to him.
Why should.
We suspect Zardom. Zardom harks back to the days before. Put your reputation.
What is in the hybrid's mind? I'm.
But what you... Though you aren't... I would... More... We...
That...
You... But... One... It... As... I...
Every Alexeter deserves nothing but death.
Not if he can still be useful to you.
Why have you left a former Alexeter alive?
I don't know what he...
So I...
Zard... He... Me... You will benefit from talking to him, and we will know...
Why should Zardom help me?
We suspect... So put your...
What is in the... And yet... The... All... Am I... Before... I'm...
Hey, wait! I want to check it out. To see.
Where?
It's up on the high border. It feels like it will be big enough to. Entering Zakor will be a terrible rip. That was great. I'm doing all.
When did you...
A few days ago, maybe? Calyx was ordered. The forces of Zakor are preparing for something.
Yeah, follow me. It has to go differently this time. I have to learn more. There are only weak traces here. I will need all my concentration not to lose the trail. That means I'll need your help.
If the traces are weak, maybe we should try somewhere.
We've come too far not to. But I will need to focus on the ELEX. I'll follow the traces. You keep an eye out for mutants. We're getting close now. The deposit has to be up there somewhere. There's a lot of ELEX up there. I can hear it already. But this much ELEX has gotta have pulled in a lot of mutants. Getting there won't be straightforward. The ELEX... Either I'm getting more attuned to the ELEX... Please don't disturb me. Stand guard for me. I'll see what I can sense.
Did it work?
Are you all...
Give me a moment. Don't you feel...
No.
Maybe it's just me. I could sense something. I thought it must affect other people. Why did this talent...
You just got...
Lucky. Thought I was going crazy.
I do what I say.
Yeah. You're strong. I bet you could achieve anything you put... Maybe you can resist whatever the ELEX is trying to do. Yeah, there was something there in the background when I probed that ELEX. I know of another place we can try, but it's likely... Just give me a little time. As soon as... Not bad.
About?
Yeah?
Here.
Thank you. I'm doing all right. You did well.
Take that tick to the pit. It should be disposed of.
Big...
Just what will happen if we all begin to rely on machines?
forbids such technology.
Have faith. Oh.
What makes you say that?
This town isn't bankrupt.
Actually, we're short of everything. Here. Look. Stop messing around with that.
The law forbids such technology.
The most obvious answer is that if that happens, we'd better not be standing where that... Your action...
Status update. Valuable objects located, sir.
Keep it up, you four. You should...
Nah.
We've heard a horde of mutants is approaching the border to Zakor.
How many?
I don't know, but there's...
Someone in Zakor wants to...
Mutants aren't an organized force. They're just a... It might just be them disrupting the forces. Alb warriors, Alb fighting skill. If there's...
Well, there's what people say and what people do, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, if you insist on knowing what the Albs are planning, but... Well, it seems 2 Cyclopses.
Wait a second.
No waiting! Just get your ass moving and get on with it. That fucking brute is looking for trouble! That fucking brute is looking for trouble! Exeters.
We'll get to them.
Not soon enough for me. Yeah. Now this is a place we can have some fun.
What do you do?
I'm trying to get the job done. If you can't... I thought you were a fighter. I spend enough time just standing around in the fort. I took that... I'm not running around with you to take down a few creatures.
You can get it, but...
You don't risk, you don't live, you stagnate, you might as well be dead. Turn it up, live it fast.
Everything.
Butterflies and honey. Stop...
You should...
Yeah.
The data we are gathering should be really useful. Traveling with you is a truly fascinating...
Well, life doesn't get dull with you around.
There's a war coming. Something is happening in Zakor. Sure. Magalan is a truly amazing place.
Oh. Tasks, promotion.
Be careful. Let's do this! Be careful! Look out! Ignadan. I was hearing the comets strike the world. Ground bleeds from this day until this. Keep close! Fight together! Look out! Look out! Keep close! Fight together! Take care of it. Let's do this. I'll take care of it. Count
do this!
We should go. It's dangerous here.
Even great men fall when the power of ELEX...
Zardom, once trusted advisor to the... and out of Zakor. Separated from...
I spent many weeks in fever, haunted by visions as the ELEX that had sustained... But, in the end, despite the withdrawal, Jax... But you, Commander, you has the transition to emotion, to...
I don't have any reason to trust you.
We are both renegades now. Cast out. We need to try...
Perhaps. My raider was shot. Calyx declared that I had failed but I still live. And I hope you can help me discover what that truth is.
You want my help with that? And what exactly is it that you think I can do?
Why were you were an Alexeter, the highest rank and honor amongst our people, and yet you left...
Tarek, the first Alexetor, is following his mind is... He cannot see the bigger picture.
And what is...
You have spent enough time. You must see the direct... But I put myself into exile so that I wouldn't have to discuss such things. Maybe one day the time to speak will come, but that is not today. I have found my place out here.
You...
With some, they judge you for your deeds as an...
They fear...
Yes, as I said, it was difficult at the beginning. I want to live in...
I need weapons.
ELEX withdrawal has... You will need to spend your time and your...
Help.
You know unauthorized act. Without the correct codes, you won't get past them. The automated defenses will kill you.
Then I will give you the access.
From who? Any Alb who identifies you as a rent. How will you get the access codes without fighting?
I will have to find another.
That should be the last of your worries. You have other things to... However, The fact remains that you will need to lure soldiers from their... Soldiers who are sent into the lands of the free people, rarely... But then the security of the Ice Palace.
What would make the troops leave Zakor?
The directive, the great plan, and the highest... ELEX must... They will only leave their fortifications in great...
And the only way I can think of to stop the flow of ELEX into the Ice Palace...
That make...
That was great. I'm doing all...
I would but the influence of the losses have been high, and the free people have some converters have maintenance issues. But none of that is helpful as long as enough
Tell me.
I already told you.
You can't. You want to take power in the...
What make...
The separatist leader, Sestak, told me.
And you believe...
He didn't give...
And how am I supposed to wage war? One alb against Zakor? All I would...
It's obvious that you are hot. You speak of ELEX withdrawal and the doubt, but none of that fits your appearance, your confidence. So drop. We both know you didn't stop consuming ELEX when you found yourself a source somewhere, and you have kept your strength.
I'm not the one pretending to be something I'm not.
What are you really doing out here?
And we all must find our own path.
So you...
Challenge? You say that as if it's unthinkable.
You called for me?
Time is coming. We are close to achieving our evolution. But our enemy is close to completing his work as well. Find Thorold, discover his secrets. I must know what he intends before he dies.
Hey, I think I have something.
More traces of ELEX?
Yeah. But the deposit is close to an ALB position in Zakor. We should make sure we're properly equipped before we go looking for ELEX there.
You may have lived your life in thrall to that machine, but when the ALBs searched for an identity, it was the hybrid.
Don't pretend you want peace.
The hybrid's last orders to you were to kill Thorold the Pilgrim, leader of the Berserkers.
And who should rule the ALBs? You? It seems many in Zakor are but none have given me answers. What is it we've fought for, Zardom?
While First Alexitor Tarek follows blindly, I want answers. But I tell you, the hybrid won't give them to you. He only wants power for himself, and it...
This is...
You know the directive requires all ELEX. He says he must reach the peak of evolution. But what will be left? All ELEX means exactly that. All the ELEX on Magellan. But do you think that the hybrid will ever...
So you think the hybrid... that it has a...
I don't question his goal. I question our place in it. Do you believe that when the hybrid... No, Jax. After we have exploited the lands of the free... The First Alexitor Tarek is too blinded by the hybrids. But I know that once he is done...
We'd better hurry up and get out of here, and fast.
If you were revered in the Ice Palace.
None. My soldiers stayed in Zakor, such is the power of ELEX. But I'm not without power. I do have a force that is...
If it isn't in Zakor...
I have told you my aims. I have told you that I have the resources. For now, I will concentrate. If you will play your part in the struggle that is to come, then I will tell you this. There is a camp in the mountain. The people there are independent. They are a force waiting for a leader. You should seek them out. Perhaps there you could... It is a sacrifice that is painful. There is no way to free all Albs. But with the blood of... But you will need to decide who you will back soon. This force must be stopped. Otherwise... So, if you think I can acquire enough ELEX to maintain... Yes, I continue, but I have only enough. If you are looking for magic outside Zayk...
Is Berserker magic as strong as the Alps?
Some of them are very effective. Their mana has allowed the magic of Eden. I heard of a mage in the Dome City with the power to fight and as a Berserker living beyond the borders of Eden, she might have a more... The only thing that would drive the hybrid soul, the converter in northern Abet. If we could shut it down, that would show the Albs the limits of...
Are you allied?
Our cause in defeating the hybrid matches theirs. Each of the factions has their own motive. I heard that the Duke of Tavar is constructing a bomb. What we don't know, or how an outlaw has put together... What? Sooner or later, the Alexitors. The question is whether or not we can...
Do you think you have the strength?
No, and you should know that an Alexitor has been seen near the dome. I think he has picked...
How do you...
You've hardly... But he only has suspicions that you survived. If the Alexitors were to discover... Now you know my thoughts.
I want the person who got me into the city.
For what? Revenge? Your brother doesn't want anything to do with you. He will kill you...
He's my...
And how will you get close enough to speak to him? He is protected by a whole unit of...
I will find...
Well, maybe I... Support me in my cause, and I...
You think you can do that?
Yes. And you know I am your... Then help me achieve the things I need to turn the balance of power back in our... Do that, and I will tell you how you can live. For my part, I will order my forces to I want a better idea of what is happening in the Ice Palace and the readiness of its... I will see you back here once you... Then you can see the value of my... The free people are... And now you have won that... Good. But...
Her name...
Good.
She wouldn't have come here.
So... This... So...
Do you want to demonstrate?
No. Jack, we will need to call upon you when we... Good. Well, that was faster. Good.
He developed it with a cleric prisoner.
Developed? Does that mean the day?
Yeah.
Good. Then we... You have made progress, but there are... I will be here...
All right. We're close to the ELEX, and I know we're... The ELEX. I I can hear it everywhere. It's overwhelming.
That must be the ELEX the Alps have collected in the Ice Palace.
There must be huge amounts of it there. And yet for all their efforts, they've missed a concentration of ELEX here in Zakor. I'll follow the trail, but I will need you. Come on, I want to get out of here as quickly as we can.